Hello everybody, I have a quick video for you guys. On my stream, I've been playing some WBADUK, and I get a lot of people that comment and ask me how I'm playing there, and because you can't really register anymore, as you can see when we go to the WBADUK website, which used to be a really popular server. It's still kind of popular, but now generally you can really only could really only gain access if you already had an account before they closed down the registration. And so if you go over here, you can see if you click the register button, we can't really see anything. We don't really see a way to register. About a year and a half ago, maybe the registration stuff was removed. But even then, before that, you couldn't really get the emails. Like they weren't really coming in very much. Um, and so it was really hard to register. Now, I didn't register my account this way. I had my account from before. But one of my students has found a method that you can do to register for WBADUK and log into WBADUK basically. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Now, I do want to credit my student who found this method and showed me on how to register a new account. His username is Jesorak. So all credit goes to him. Thanks to him for finding this. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So you obviously, you get to the registration screen, and you can see that there's um, no email box here, which you would normally would have. So then you right click and you click inspect. And so you guys can see this little thing over here that came up. So you click the one that says wrap in it, with this little wrap box. And then you're going to click the one that says container when that one opens. And then you'll click the first one that says column 1. And you'll click column 1 a second time, but this time it'll say column 1_1. You'll click that, and you'll see this giant kind of box open up with all this green text. And this is kind of just like a way that you comment, like leave comments or whatever. And so what happened is it looks like WBADUK decided to just comment out their registration box. Um, and if you actually just remove that, and so what you would do is you would right click the giant green text, and you would click edit as HTML, but make sure you're clicking the giant green box, or the giant green, like the giant green text and whatever. And you'll see over here it has all popped back up basically, like it came all back up. Now, if you use a Gmail, you're unlikely going to get an email if you try to register with it. If you use Yahoo, you're unlikely to get an email as well. I haven't tried too many emails outside of Gmail and um, Yahoo, which both didn't work. But if you try Outlook, you can. It does work. Just make sure you check your junk mail. So register an Outlook account. Or what I have been using, and I was using this for my Fox accounts as well, which you can't, I think, anymore, is this site called temp-mail.org. And it will give you a temporary email. And I'll put this link in the description, but basically it gives you a temporary email that you can use. Um, and you'll only need it for this instance, unless you really want to get your account back, like if you lose the password or whatever. But yeah, so you can see I just put in my random email here. Click continue, and it's gonna send you a little code on here. Might take a moment to get in there, but you'll see that it eventually pops up. And you can also click the refresh button if you are impatient and you feel like it's taking too long. So then you go ahead and you take this little code and you put it in there. And this is basically the furthest people have gotten after after the registration stuff was removed. So this is really good. So this is the part where you want to be. Now I already know what user I'm going to register. I'm going to go with Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus. And yeah. So now, just a fair warning. When you open WBADUK, it's going to tell you it's not secure. That doesn't particularly mean that the website has a virus, but it does mean that you should be really careful what information you put in. I severely recommend using a password that you do not use for anything else. Do not use this password for like anything you do outside of this here. Um, I also recommend not using an email that, like, if you have a normal Outlook that is your main email, I wouldn't use that either. I would create a new email for it entirely. And yeah, so you can go ahead and select whatever you want here. I'm going to select, I think, let's go with South Korea. And then you don't really have to put your name. You have to put something. I'm just going to put page. Doesn't really matter. And then you just hit I accept. And you'll see that it just says, you're registered. Now, every time you want to make an account and you go back to the register screen, you have to repeat these same steps. So warp, container, column one, right click giant text, click edit as HTML, and remove this top bar up here. So just remove this tiny little text here. It's a little tiny text. And then you just click away. You just click anywhere else and it will pop up and then you can register again. And this, you don't really need it anymore. You can close out of it. And now just to show you guys that it worked, you'll see I have the username already plugged in and what I did as the password. And I'm going to click login and it basically let me in, right? And yeah, that's all with this video. But yeah, make sure you guys like the video if it worked for you. And again, I give all the credit to my student Jesorak for showing me, and I'm glad I get to show you guys because I know a lot of people have been wanting to play here. So yeah, I'll be posting more videos later. Bye.